What is going on, Jurassic Park fans? What's going on, movie fans? We are here to discuss Jurassic World: The Fallen Kingdom. Guys, I got to watch this a little bit early because it was online. I just was going through my movie sites and I was like, "Oh man, Jurassic World!" So I was like, "Awesome, let's check it out." So I enjoyed it. First off, if you guys do not want to be spoiled, I do suggest you do not watch this. Go watch the movie. It's online already. And if you still want to be spoiled, let's go ahead and talk about it. Guys, it starts off 3 years after the events of their first movie. There is a team on the island where it took place in the very first movie, and there is a team basically looking for the basically whatever remains of the dinosaurs that are on there. And we basically do see throughout the entire throughout the beginning of the movie where there is a I want to say that they were basically, we had one team in the very first part of the movie. They were looking for the down the man, I'm trying to remember what's it called, the something Rex. I'm trying to remember what it was, but they basically found the bones of that one in the water. There was a team in there, and then there was another one on land, and he was going over everything with his research, and then they all were attacked by the dinosaurs on their team. And basically what happened was is that only a handful survived during the attack. One of the dinosaurs in water attacked that team, and then the T-Rex came. One guy basically ran for a helicopter and jumped it. The T-Rex bit off half of that, and then once they were going over the ocean, the one in the ocean killed the guy that was hanging off of the helicopter. So then it goes into a debate if the dinosaurs should live because the volcano on the island is erupting, and we see a familiar face come back. We see Dr. Malcolm reprise his position in the movie, and I guess he's going. I don't know if he's going in front of Congress or if he's going in front of some group community, basically stating how he feels. He basically states that he thinks it's right for the dinosaurs to die because it was man that created them, recreated them, and he feels like God is basically saying that they don't need to be here on Earth. And when that happens, it kind of does get shown by the rest of the committee that the dinosaurs does not need to be here any longer. And when we see that, we see Claire. She comes back, and she basically is now trying to fight for dinosaur rights. And that's pretty interesting because we basically do see where she is trying to uh, basically have her group of friends try to help her save the dinosaur rights. And then once she finds out, she does get hired by another character by the name of Mills, and he is basically using the uh, he's basically a multi-billionaire that was selected by Benjamin Lockwood, which is the partner of the very first man that created Jurassic Park. And he is basically selecting Claire to go back on the island and collect as many dinosaur DNA and dinosaurs as she can. But he says the most dinosaur they want is, of course, Blue. And when that happens, she knows the only person that can get Blue is Owen. So she basically convinces him to go. So he goes along with her colleagues to the island and to this team to basically bring as many dinosaurs as they can. And when this happens, throughout the when they're trying to get there, he knows that if Blue is near, but he also knows that she ain't going to be easy to capture. So he basically tells them, "Okay, I'm going to handle her." And when that happens, Blue knows who he is, but it's been a while, and he basically tells her, you know who I am, and don't basically do not you don't go on your animal instincts is basically what he was trying to inform Blue, because he kept on telling her that everything was basically, it was going to be changing, that she can't stay there. And then when it happens, the military goes in and basically neutralizes her and shoots her, and then of course basically knocks out Owen with a dart. And when that happens, the volcano just starts erupting, and Owen has to get out of there. And basically everyone, it gets revealed why that special ops team was there to basically just get there to bring the dinosaurs back and sell them. And when that and basically throughout the entire movie is what they are trying to do. They are basically trying to stop them from selling dinosaurs off to the highest bidder, because that's pretty much what they were going to be doing. Now, in the second movie, in Lost World, that's pretty much what they were doing as well, but they didn't succeed getting them off the island. In this movie, they did get successful. They brought all the dinosaurs back to the main manor of Lockwood, and it was basically Lockwood, Mills, and Lockwood's granddaughter. And we have where she's hearing basically what makes no sense, and she's being very nosy. She's a very intelligent little girl, and she goes in and basically finds out that not everything is what it seems. She's basically being lied to, and by her guardians, and that he's wanting to solve the dinosaurs, and Lockwood does not want that, and he is very angry. And when he finds out. He does understand what Mills is trying to do, and Mills basically does kill him. And then when that happens, he basically puts his granddaughter in the room, Lockwood's granddaughter. And when that does happen, she basically does find her grandfather's body. And after that does occur, we see where Owen and Claire, they have been basically jailed because they tried to save Blue in the transportation of all the dinosaurs to the manor. And once they finally save Blue, they basically put all the dinosaurs basically in their own cell. And then when they start selling them off to the highest bidder, that's when they would just put them like on a like I'm trying to think of the right word here, guys. It's basically it was almost like they were auctioning them off like models. Is pretty much what they were doing. And when they did that, it does show the Indoraptor at one point, and then they finally want to auction off the Indoraptor. And when that happens, Owen and Claire basically see one of the other dinosaurs. And again, guys, I don't know all the names, so I'm just giving you guys the brief of what's going on. And then when that happens, they do break out by using one of the dinosaurs to break through the wall and then get out of there. And then they meet Lockwood's little granddaughter, and she's scared, and she knows that her grandfather is dead. And they're like, okay, well, you know all about dinosaurs. She says, I saw you with the Velociraptor. He says, oh, you mean Blue? He says, well, if you come with us, then I can tell you everything you want to know about Blue and any other dinosaur you want. And so she took a shine to Owen, and they are trying to get to the auction in time, and then they see the Indoraptor, and they're like, what is that thing? It's like, she goes, they made it, because she saw it in the basement of her home, and she doesn't know what to do, because all she knows is the one character that was the scientist from the very first movie. He created the Indoraptor, which was Henry Wu. He created the Indoraptor, and when that did happen, he says it was just a prototype, but they start having bets, and Mel's just goes along with this. So they're trying to sell the Indoraptor for over $28 million or more, because they were making millions off of selling these dinosaurs, because they basically, everybody wanted their own particular dinosaur for a pet or for a weapon or for something for their own gain. And when this is going on, they basically are like, okay, this thing cannot leave the manor. And when that does happen, they basically use the dinosaurs to attack the auction. And when that does happen, everyone just pretty much scatters. And one of the enforcers that was the main character of the film, he basically does try to put the Indoraptor in his place. And when that happens, the Indoraptor basically does use its smarts and wits to kill him and basically kill everybody else that's in the building. And then it slowly goes after Owen, Claire, and the granddaughter of Lockwood. But what's interesting, though, is that they're trying to go away from this. And what's so interesting is that the Indoraptor is so smart, and it's hunting Owen and Claire and everyone. And then you see Claire's friends, they are being held captive in another part of the building by Wu, and he basically tells someone to go, oh, get this, and it's basically one of Claire's friends, and then he basically unleashes Blue on everyone, and then Blue just escapes while they're running for their lives as well. So when it goes back to Claire and Owen running from the indoor raptor, we do see them going, okay, be quiet, and then when the indoor raptor finally sees them, they just scatter, and then we see the granddaughter hide in her room, which we do see from the trailer. She's hiding, and the Indoraptor does go into her room, and uh, Claire basically told Owen after she got hurt within the display case of the dinosaurs, which was in the manor. She basically tells Owen to go after the girl, and he does, and he shoots it with basically to knock it out with sleep darts, but it does not do no good. And the next thing you know, right when it looks like he's about ready to be killed or eaten, then Blue comes. Blue puts up one hell of a fight with the Indoraptor, and throughout the rest of the movie, Blue's pretty much fighting the Indoraptor back and forth on the roof. And when that finally happens, uh, Owen's trying to take care of the girl, and they start running on the rooftop. And then Claire comes back, and she uses a laser because it does show that the laser in a certain noise will pretty much order the Indoraptor to attack. And when that happens, it's already pretty much cracked glass, and Owen does see that if it breaks the glass, it'll pretty much get spiked by a Triceratops skeleton. And Blue attacks the same time, and Blue as well as Indoraptor goes down, but the Indoraptor does get spiked and killed, and the other characters do realize that the Indoraptor's dead, and Blue just goes. And when that happens, they all know that another secret got let out, was saying that the granddaughter of Lockwood is not the granddaughter, and the one I believe is the daughter. I could be wrong. I think she's been in one of the movies previously, but I'm not sure. I think she was the one in either two. I want to say two. I'm not really sure. I want to say the second movie. Um, but it did show another picture of basically the so-called granddaughter was a clone of the daughter of Lockwood, and that's the reason why, because he used technology to basically recreate her and basically keep her alive in a form of his memory. So it got revealed by Mills after he was telling her to come with him, and she was saying no because she wanted to be with Claire and Owen, and that did get revealed. And when they went to go try to see about the rest of the dinosaurs, they were basically being killed by the explosion and the other mass gases, and Claire was going to release them. And he says, and Owen's like, you do know this is not the island, right? And she says, I don't know what else to do. I can't let them die. And then right when she lets them all out, and she's about ready to open up the main door, and she can't do it. She basically knows if she does open that door, she's releasing them on society, on humanity, and it's either you save one species or you damn another. And we see she doesn't do it, but then the clone version of Lockwood's daughter basically opens it. She says they need to live like me, and then they just all run out. And when that happens, Mills does get killed, which is great. The bad guy does get killed. I do not believe the one Wu gets killed. I don't think he did. I think he got knocked out, possibly killed in one of the explosions. I don't know. And then we basically do see where the only one left is Blue, and we see Owen trying to tell Blue that come with us, I can keep you safe. You can't do this on your own. And she runs off, and it basically does show the basically Ian, Jeff's character. He's still talking to uh, the group of men. I guess again, I don't know if it was Congress or a certain group of people that handle these issues. And this is probably during the time when he was talking to them. He basically stated that dinosaurs were here way before we were. They may be here again. And we see one in the water. We basically see the T-Rex going to the zoo, challenging a lion, which you saw in the trailer. And then we see Blue on top of a whole bunch of rocks, overlooking the city and doing its call. Because right now, Blue is the only one of her kind. So everyone is basically one of their kind. So That is how it ends. And then we go into where Ian does say, "Welcome to Jurassic World," and we see Owen and Claire and the clone version of the daughter are in a car and they're seeing basically all the dinosaurs, and they're just like got this look like, here we go, and that's pretty much how it ends and leaves on a cliffhanger. There was confirmation for a third film. I had a feeling, I just wasn't sure how they were going to do it, but this is really interesting of they're actually putting it into civilized areas, because again, since all the dinosaurs are female, they are going to be able to reproduce like they were in the very first and second movie, in the third movie, and in Jurassic World, and also possibly in this one as well. So we're just gonna have to wait and see what happens, guys. But hope you guys enjoyed. I know I probably didn't go into everything, so I'm sorry for that. But hope you guys did enjoy. If you guys did, leave a like, subscribe to the channel. Again, if you guys are new, if you're new to the channel, consider about subscribing. Welcome aboard the channel. Links in the description below. If you guys have already seen the movie, let me know what you thought about the movie in the comments down below. And I will be seeing you guys on the very next video.